What's happening, guys? Coming at you from downforsoundshop.com like always, and in this frequently asked questions segment number 41, we're going to get into some good stuff. But first, alright, we're going to jump right into this. I already know y'all know how these go, so we're going to jump right into it. First person I'm answering is Jackal Calhoun. He says, I have a DC level 6 18 1D4S LTO 6.0 and a 400 amp MechMan alternator. What primary battery and amp would you recommend to install in this system? Man, for that's a beast of a subwoofer you have there. So I would recommend, if you're wanting to stay with DC, I would recommend a DC 5K or a DC 7.5K, depending on your experience level with that. But you're going to need to add more battery power for these amplifiers. So I would recommend doing at least 2 or 3 of the LTO 6.0s. So that's what I would recommend for, but a primary battery you're asking about, that's going to be whatever battery that is the excess power replacement for your vehicle. To look this up, if you don't know what it is, then you can go to 4excesspower.com and go to OEM application, fill out your vehicle information. It'll tell you the battery that you need for your vehicle for the underhood replacement, and you can head over to downforsoundshop.com and grab the battery from us. We have them all in stock. Up next, we have Quinn Rickerson TV. How do I go about tuning my mids and highs amplifier? This is the first I've ever set up. What kind of sound difference should I be expecting? Tuning an amplifier is everything. It's very important to do, and the sound difference could be amazing, because if it's not set up properly, you'll either blow your speakers or it's going to sound like garbage, or both. You can do both of those. There's several videos here on YouTube explaining how to set up amplifiers, and they're in great detail. So just search YouTube how to set my crossover for subs or mids or whatever, and it'll pull up tons of videos for it you can check out, and it'll show you exactly what you need to do to tune your amplifier to get the premium sound that you're looking for. Up next, Thomas Walker. Would a SALT 4 be okay with 2 Deflons 3012Rs? Thinking about wiring them to half ohm. Yes, that would be a great matchup for those subs. So I hate to be so short about the answer, but that is a good amp for those subs. Up next, we have Kyle, just Kyle. He says, "Hey JP, what's a good amp to match up to a Nightshade V5 12? Personally, I would run a JP43 on it, or a SALT 4 Sundown. The problem is I don't know everybody's experience level. So that makes it difficult to recommend things more than that. Like, that would be a good recommendation for virtually anybody. If you have a lot of experience, if you know what to look for when a sub's being pushed too hard or is getting something that it doesn't like, then you know to turn it down. Then you could potentially go a little bit more, like a SALT 6 or a JP63. So, but that'll be totally up to you. That's my 2 recommendations. Last but not least, we have Quinn Rickerson TV. JP, how do you feel about capacitors and supercaps? What would you do to increase a constant voltage? Caps and supercaps have their place, and a lot of people use them. They do give you usually a more instantaneous burst of power. On how do you increase your voltage, we did a whole video on like different voltages and how to increase voltages and stuff like that, so we'll reference that video so you can go check that out. But that's gonna wrap up this frequently asked questions segment. I feel like I got through this one super quick, but if y'all need anything, hit us up, downforsoundshop.com. #1 source for all of your car audio needs. And if you need anything, any help with anything, give us a call, 702-701-9800. See you in the next one. Later. What's happening, guys? If y'all enjoyed all the hot content that you saw in that video, be sure to follow me on YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram under the Life of Price, and also Down for Sound Shop on Facebook and Instagram. And don't forget Snapchat. I'm JPD4S on there, so be sure to check me out there. We'll see you in the next one. Later.